Welcome to Christians of the West. My name is Trevor Childs, and I need to confess why this all began for me. About a year ago, maybe, ish, sometime last year. A man named Danny, shout out Danny, from Jehovah's Witness, came to my door, and I don't tend to turn away people that want to pray with me. So I let him in, and we prayed. We spoke for a while, and it became a thing where I had him over weekly to pray, to go, do some Bible study and so on. And he would bring he started bringing people from his church over with him, some more senior members of his church, and I ended up going to a gathering, like a national gathering for Jehovah's Witness here locally. I'm not a member of their church or anything like that. I just, if you want to pray to Jesus with me, pray to God with me, then I will do that. So when he started bringing over the senior members of the church, after he would leave, I would receive a knock at the door, at my front door. And by knock, I mean a knock at the door, and there wouldn't be anybody there. I thought, you know what I mean, and it freaked us out at first. We didn't, we smudged the house. I put crosses on all the mirrors and stuff like that, so we cleansed our house pretty well of anything that could be affecting us, and I gotta be honest, I think that helped with some issues that we may have been having here and there. But so anyway, get a knock at the door. It scares everybody, and this is on the weekend in the afternoon. We're sitting down at dinner with my family, and or we're sitting at the TV watching TV, something like that, and I receive a knock, and after some research and a little praying, I decided that it was not a negative entity or spirit or whatever that was at the door, that it was something positive. Now, I don't know what effect bringing Jehovah's Witness into my home had on that, whether it was a positive or negative. And so I discontinued praying and inviting Danny and his church members over, just for the sake of my home and family. I just wanted to. I don't know what kind of elements are at play with it. But on the third visit at my door, the knock, I again assumed it was I assumed it was God knocking at my door, and so I invited him into my home. And after that, I had not received any more knocks. No further visits. Danny's reached out a couple times, and I've chatted with him and so forth, but I haven't had anybody over to pray or anything like that. I've done my praying on my own, and so that was kind of where my reinvigoration of faith kind of kicked off. I've always been strong, a strong believer, but may not have practiced or listened as closely as I should have been, probably. And I think that was a it was the turning point for me. It was the moment that I realized that there's something happening that I need to pay attention to. There are other situations that I'll discuss in the upcoming videos, but I just want to do this one instance at a time. So that was the first time in my dedication to faith that I spoke with God or encountered God. So that's the kickoff. That's my origin story for this current path I'm on.